Hey, family, let's have a quick conversation. Got something on my mind. So I made this quick clip, and I guess I'm just going to let it roll. Peace.
And I love the older generation. My mother, she a boomer. You know, my grandmother, I loved her to death. But that generation, you know, y'all did the best y'all can. Most of y'all. You know, some of y'all was selfish as hell. And still selfish now. Almost 70 years old, and y'all still in positions of power telling us what we need like it's the fucking 60s. Stop it. When do you live for your grandchildren or your people behind you? And not as an individual. You know, y'all trying to pass seats down as if this a kingship or something. It's gonna come to the point that us lowly folks who y'all look at or think about gonna come for your ass. Y'all gonna come in our spaces thinking it's cool, and you're gonna wake up in a hospital from that concussion you got from that whooping we gave. That's what's gonna happen. That's what used to happen back in the day. People didn't play them games. See, y'all got these white folks thinking that y'all can say and do anything and then come around us. That's why y'all go to certain places. You know, I'm not advocating for violence, but violence is violence. When you're speaking against somebody and denying them of basic things the way they should have, and you speaking in their name, that's violence. That's harm. Because you got that type of power. But what the power people got is number power, which shows a different type of strength. So if they want to exude their number power, they would have to come physically and show you the strength. That's like y'all get in these places and y'all use the government as a form of power to show you the strength. But this is not Britain. We fought against Britain and kicked Britain out because that's not the structure of society or structure of government that we want. This government is predicated on what the people want. This is why these people ran up into the Capitol when y'all be talking about January 6th. Those was constitutionalists. Your constitution said your public people is not doing what you want in your area. You got the right to remove them. And they not talking about a vote. This is what gives people the checks and balances. This is why you're supposed to have a militia. The militia is the organized, fundamental protection of your community that's made of your community that will protect what you told them to protect when they're supposed to represent you. So if I tell them, hey, we need our own businesses in our community so we'll be able to grow and build it better. And they say, all right, you put them in place. And then they take their ass out to Washington and they come back, oh, they're not going to let me do it. How, Sway? How they not going to let you do it when the budget is always cut? Each community is advocating money. So they're going to tell you, you can't do with the money that the people have given to your community that's supposed to come back to you within taxes to do something. But yet you're going to take my money and give it to somebody else and make their shit look nice? Man, y'all act like we don't know what the hell is going on. At the basic level, you're supposed to be fixing the community and making sure the community goes on. We the only people that got a damn community. Well, y'all go and tell people to get education, to get money, to pour into them sales, to lead the community. If that's not no sick shit, I don't know what is. And then the first thing y'all come down and say, well, we don't need community, somebody gonna rob it. Everybody's not getting robbed. I see if you become a millionaire and all that because we don't have no millionaire communities that's supposed to be attached to our own community. Or you have to move way someplace else and use that money to feed somebody else's community and give nothing back to your own. And if giving back is given to the NWACP, the Urban League, the Rainbow Push, Narc and Cobra, all them type of, that's not giving back. No. That's really hurting you. That's really ethnocide and genocide of your people. Because these people believe in helping everybody before they help you. Whenever you ask for something, they say, oh yeah, that's good. You say, oh, black people, we know we losing in most houses. What they doing now is creating homes for the elderly. No, not homes, but complexes, buildings. So when you create homes and complexes for buildings, say they in homes now. So what you're looking for is for them You raise the price so they're not able to afford their homes, so they can go into senior living, so you can buy the homes and get the homes away to other people. When you're really supposed to be structuring the community on where they get older, people help and support them, they sell their house to a newly Freedmen family, and that family comes into that community and be able to use the school system and the structure that's put there to grow that family up, and the process will repeat. And then you say, hey, that's a Freedmen community. This Freedmen community is supposed to reflect you. A lot of other communities, they got markers. So when you go there, like if you go, you know you in Little Havana, because you know they had a red, white, and green flag up, you know, painted, posted on some of the stores. Things written in Spanish. You know, they had a little cart selling the food that they like. You know, it's culturally reflective of where they come from. And nothing wrong with that. They in their space. Their space, your home should reflect you. You know, then now we go through I'm not going through other communities because it's the same way. You know what I'm saying? Just like you go to the Italian flags, blue and white. You know, they got the little pizza, Italian ice businesses. Everything is ran by them. You know, they circulate their funds. They have their bars to get there, enjoy, and all that other stuff. You know, so and to that vein, they have their protection too. But most of the policemen that's on their police force, stay in their community. It's not no strange concept. For those people talk, if you get black people on the force, all they're gonna do the same as white people. No, they not. That's like saying your son is gonna do the same thing. If you put your son in your business, he's gonna do the same thing as somebody else's son did in their business. No, that's two different scenarios. This is not their house, so they're gonna disrespect your house. This is why we get locked up instantly. I guarantee you, if we had the reflective police and a reflective fire department from within our community, it changed overnight. I give it 6 months. What they want is these other people coming in here because that's revenue. They can keep booting your cars. They can keep doing this crazy stuff. They can keep giving you illegal tickets, harassing you, forcing you into situations, and using the law to inflict on you to lock you up so you can be a revenue for the state and the city for the rest of your life. Come on, man. It makes no sense. Same thing when you going into the judicial system. Why would you commit a crime in your community and then they send you to another community to get judged? That right there is illegal. Another treasonous act. Another thing they do, you know, they make these ordinances and call the ordinance a crime, and then they have you versus the state or versus the... No, the Constitution says you're supposed to be able to face your accuser. So it's supposed to be you against another person. Another person is supposed to you committed a crime against them, and then the law is supposed to come in and sit there and make judgment on who was wrong and who was right. That's what it's for. Our system has became the British system over again. So this is why they bring other people in here. This is why when you go there, you shouldn't sign anything. Because once you start signing, you getting them to represent you and say, when they be like, do you need a lawyer? You're like, yeah. Why do you have to sign for a lawyer? For them to represent you. Because they're going to represent you on the perspective that the government is the law and not the people. It's crazy. This is why they're trying to get us out of here. You know, there's only a few people that's really anchored into this country on how it should be. This is what I was taught. A lot of my family members say, man, you do crazy stuff when you go to court, man. I say what the hell I want to. If they're going to lock you up, they're going to lock you up. But I'm not going to sit there and give them authorization to lock me up or tell me you can't speak. You a judge because you went. Man, I don't give a fuck about you being a judge. You know what I'm saying? Thinking because you got the power to say something and that's supposed to be the facts. No. You're supposed to rule on what the facts is. You're not supposed to rule over my life or how my life should go, and you got people doing that. And like I said, it's going to come to a point where people are going to start, you know, this is why they RICO act a lot of people. This is why they start destroying some of these organizations. You know, because when they did something wrong, they knew it was somebody's going to come knock at their motherfucking door. You know, when you do something wrong, in the government eyes, the government come knock on your door. But it don't supposed to be the government saying you do something wrong. It's supposed to be the citizens in your community saying you do something wrong. But I'm going to leave it at there because everybody knows everything. This is why we're in the situation that we're in.